Deep in a California cave, scientists kneel beside claw marks carved into solid stone. These gouges stretch 3 meters up the wall, higher than any modern animal could reach. The cuts are deep, deliberate, territorial. Whatever made them possess strength beyond anything alive today. 12,000 years ago, something walked this continent that made modern big cats look like house pets. It weighed as much as a grizzly bear, but moved with feline grace and terrifying speed. Its bite could snap bones thicker than your arm in a single crushing motion. This wasn't just another predator. This was the largest cat that ever lived. And for thousands of years, it ruled North America with absolute authority. This is the story of Panthera Atrox, the American lion. Ghosts in the ground. The year was 1800 and something, and the Mississippi lowlands held secrets nobody expected. Paleontologists working through humid soil pulled fragments of skull from earth that had held them for millennia. The bones were massive, far larger than anything native to the region. Initial conclusions seemed reasonable. Perhaps an unusually large domestic cat from some forgotten settlement. They classified the remains under Felis, the genus that includes common house cats and small wild cats. But as expeditions continued across the American landscape, more bones emerged from the ground. Each discovery painted a picture that contradicted those early assumptions. These weren't oversized house cats. The skulls alone measured twice the size of modern lions. The leg bones suggested animals standing taller at the shoulder than any living feline. The teeth told stories of prey far larger than anything today's cats could bring down. Scientists quickly realized their error. These remains belonged to something that deserved placement among the planet's most powerful predators. Reclassification moved the species into Panthera, the genus reserved for only the mightiest cats: lions, tigers, jaguars, leopards, and snow leopards. The creature received the name Panthera Atrox, positioned as a subspecies of African lions. The designation seemed logical. The animals shared similar skeletal structures and hunting adaptations. But modern science has a way of rewriting history when new evidence emerges. Advanced anatomical studies revealed crucial differences that early researchers had missed or misinterpreted. The American specimens showed proportionally longer limbs that suggested different locomotion strategies. Their builds were more robust, suggesting different hunting techniques than their African cousins. Most notably, bone structure analysis indicated males likely lacked the prominent manes that define modern male lions. Then DNA analysis changed everything. Genetic material extracted from fossil remains told an unexpected story about origins and evolution. These animals hadn't descended from African lions at all. Instead, they emerged from cave lion populations that became isolated south of massive North American ice sheets. This separation occurred approximately 340,000 years ago during a crucial period of the Pleistocene. The trapped population adapted rapidly to their new environment. Evolution worked its magic across thousands of generations, reshaping these animals into something uniquely suited for North American ecosystems. The genetic divergence was substantial enough to warrant complete reclassification. This wasn't a subspecies, this was its own distinct species, Panthera Atrox. While modern lions remain their closest living relatives, the last common ancestor lived somewhere between 500,000 and 1.9 million years ago. Anatomy of supremacy. Numbers alone cannot capture the true scale of Panthera Atrox, but they provide a starting point for understanding. On average, these predators measured about 25% larger than today's African lions. But averages hide the most impressive individuals, and some American lions transcended even generous estimates. Male specimens typically weighed between 351 and 420 kilograms. That's between 774 and 930 pounds of muscle, bone, and predatory intent. Even the average male outweighed any big cat alive today by a substantial margin. Modern Siberian tigers, currently the largest living cats, rarely exceed 300 kilograms despite their fearsome reputation. But the discovery in 2012 of exceptionally large specimens redefined our understanding entirely. The most massive individual bones suggested animals approaching 523 kilograms, over 1,100 pounds. That's equivalent to 8 adult humans combined, or roughly the weight of an adult brown bear. At that size, an American lion would have stood nearly 4 feet tall at the shoulder. Only one other cat came close to matching these dimensions. Smilodon populator, the famous saber-toothed cat, could reach weights approaching 470 kilograms. For decades, paleontologists debated which species deserved the title of largest feline ever. The 2012 discoveries settled the question definitively. Panthera Atrox claimed the heavyweight championship. Size without speed creates a lumbering giant, effective but limited. American lions somehow maintain the agility and velocity characteristic of smaller cats, despite their enormous bulk. Conservative biomechanical estimates suggest top speeds exceeding 30 miles per hour, faster than any human sprinter. Combined with their mass, this speed translated into devastating impact force during attacks. Their skeletal structure reveals hunting strategies fundamentally different from modern lions. Robust bones supported muscle attachments far more powerful than their African relatives possess. Long legs provided explosive acceleration over short distances, perfect for ambush tactics. The skull construction suggests biomechanics optimized for crushing rather than just gripping. Fossil evidence provides direct testimony to their hunting prowess. In Alaska, researchers discovered blue babe, a steppe bison preserved in permafrost for thousands of years. Its hide bears deep claw marks and distinctive bite patterns that match American lion dentition perfectly. The wounds tell a story of violent predation, a bison brought down by a predator that outweighed it. Natural Trap Cave in Wyoming has yielded even more compelling evidence. This site contains numerous prey species fossils showing characteristic damage patterns from American lion attacks. Broken bones bear tooth marks matching American lion jaws. Claw scores on skeletal remains indicate grappling techniques during hunts. Each fossil adds another detail to our understanding of how these animals killed. Kingdoms of claw and fawn. Understanding American lion dominance requires examining not just their physical capabilities, but their social strategies and territorial behaviors. Modern African lions control territories spanning 100 to 200 square kilometers. American lions commanded ranges more than twice that size, with some prides controlling up to 500 square kilometers. This vast territory wasn't luxury, it was necessity. An animal weighing 500 kilograms requires enormous caloric intake. Supporting multiple pride members across a lifetime demanded hunting grounds that could sustain regular kills of massive prey. The territories needed to contain enough mammoths, bison, horses, and camels to feed pride members year-round. Evidence from fossil assemblages suggests interesting departures from modern lion social structure. African lion prides typically contain up to 15 individuals, creating large cooperative hunting groups. American lion remains appear in smaller clusters, suggesting groups of 4 to 6 adults working together. These smaller but more powerful units could bring down larger individual prey rather than overwhelming multiple smaller animals through sheer numbers. Den sites discovered across the American West provide fascinating insights into multi-generational behavior. Caves in the Grand Canyon region show signs of occupation spanning thousands of years. The same locations served pride after pride, generation after generation, creating archaeological records of astonishing depth. Inside these dens, researchers found something that captures imagination immediately: claw marks scoring the walls at heights exceeding 3 meters. Modern big cats regularly sharpen their claws and mark territory by scratching vertical surfaces. But American lions did this at scales that dwarf anything seen today. Those marks 3 meters up the cave walls were made by animals standing on their hind legs, reaching heights that demonstrate both their size and their flexibility. The depth of some gouges suggests claws capable of tearing through flesh with horrifying efficiency. The caves yielded another discovery that illuminates American lion family dynamics. Collections of juvenile bones representing various ages suggest sophisticated parenting strategies similar to modern lions. Unlike solitary cats like tigers that abandon cubs relatively early, American lions invested heavily in cooperative cub rearing. Females likely worked together to protect and feed young, increasing survival rates in challenging environments. This social complexity suggests intelligence beyond simple predatory instinct. Coordinating hunts, maintaining territories, and raising cubs cooperatively all require sophisticated communication and planning. American lions weren't just physically dominant. They were cognitively advanced predators capable of complex social organization. The killing bite. The true measure of any predator's lethality lies in its ability to deliver decisive, fatal attacks. American lion skull construction reveals engineering specifically designed for generating maximum bite force. The thick, heavily built skull could produce crushing pressure measuring 1,800 pounds per square inch. That's nearly triple the bite force of modern African lions and 6 times more powerful than Smilodon despite that species' famous dental weaponry. This tremendous force concentrated through canine teeth reaching 4 inches in length. Unlike Smilodon's elongated sabers designed for precision strikes, American lion teeth were robust crushing implements. They didn't need to find specific vulnerable points. They simply overpowered whatever they grabbed. Evidence of this devastating bite power comes from a gruesome discovery near California's Brea tar pits. Among countless Pleistocene fossils, researchers found a gray wolf skeleton with its right femur completely severed. The break wasn't caused by scavenging or decomposition. It was a clean bite completely through one of the strongest bones in the wolf's body. Even more remarkably, the wolf survived this encounter. Bone analysis shows clear signs of healing around the injury. This individual lived for months or possibly years after losing its leg to an American lion's jaws. The incident provides visceral evidence of the crushing power these cats could bring to bear. The bite force also explains another aspect of American lion hunting strategy. While modern lions typically kill prey through suffocation, clamping jaws around the throat until the animal asphyxiates, American lions had options. Their bite force allowed them to simply crush vertebrae or shatter skulls, delivering instant kills to even the largest prey. This efficiency meant less struggle time and reduced risk of injury during hunts. Intelligence complemented this physical power. American lions possessed notably large brain cases, suggesting significant cognitive capabilities. This brain size, combined with complex behaviors observed in modern Panthera species, indicates these were highly intelligent predators capable of sophisticated problem solving. Evidence of this intelligence appears in an unexpected place: the Brea tar pits themselves. These natural asphalt seeps trapped thousands of Pleistocene animals over millennia. Predators, attracted by distressed prey trapped in the tar, frequently became stuck themselves. The fossil record shows dire wolves and Smilodon in abundance, evidence they regularly fell into these deadly traps. American lions, despite being equally common across the landscape, are surprisingly underrepresented in tar pit deposits. This pattern suggests they recognized and avoided these hazards better than their contemporaries. They possessed environmental awareness that kept them from making the same fatal mistakes repeatedly. In a landscape filled with dangers, intelligence proved as valuable as strength. An empire falls. For thousands of years, American lions ruled territories stretching from Alaska to central Mexico. They adapted to environments ranging from open grasslands to semi-forested regions, proving their versatility across diverse ecosystems. They shared landscapes with woolly mammoths, mastodons, giant ground sloths, and early human populations just beginning to establish themselves across the continent. Evidence suggests these massive cats left lasting impressions on human cultures. Cave paintings and archaeological sites across the Americas show depictions that may represent American lions. Early humans would have regarded these animals with a mixture of fear, respect, and awe. A predator capable of bringing down mammoths commanded attention unlike any other creature. But empires, no matter how dominant, eventually fall. For American lions, the end came approximately 12,877 years ago. This timing coincides precisely with a broader extinction event that claimed most of North America's megafauna. Mammoths vanished. Giant sloths disappeared. Dire wolves went extinct. An entire ecosystem collapsed. The cause remains subject to scientific debate, but most evidence points toward multiple converging factors. The end of the last ice age brought dramatic climate shifts that transformed habitats across the continent. Grasslands gave way to forests. Prey distributions changed. Animals adapted to ice age conditions suddenly faced environments completely unlike anything their species had experienced. Simultaneously, human populations expanded across North America. These weren't the first humans on the continent, but their numbers and hunting capabilities reached unprecedented levels. Armed with increasingly sophisticated weapons and hunting strategies, humans began competing directly with apex predators for the same prey species. For American lions, the combination proved fatal. Their enormous size demanded massive caloric intake. As prey populations declined under pressure from both climate change and human hunting, these giant cats couldn't sustain themselves. Smaller predators with lower caloric needs had advantages in the changing world. American lions, despite their power and intelligence, couldn't adapt quickly enough. The American lion vanished from Earth 12 millennia ago, but its legacy echoes through the fossil record and in the bones buried beneath our feet. These weren't just oversized cats. They represented evolution's attempt to build the ultimate feline predator. For a brief moment in geological time, they succeeded beyond measure, creating an animal that has never been matched. Their extinction reminds us that dominance, no matter how complete, remains temporary in the face of changing worlds. Yet in their bones, we find inspiration and wonder at what nature can create when given time and opportunity.